Hey Roberto, I just thought I'd do a quick little video here to show you how to set up your camera on for video, and that way you can just kind of watch it a bunch of times if you need to. So first of all, of course, you're going to be set on video mode, not any of the photo modes. That's first, and then so let me turn this thing on, boot it up. Now I'm going to go to menu, and I'm going to go to camera 1 setting. And I'm going to go to this page right here. It's like page 12 or whatever. All right, so I'm going to go to picture profile. And I'm going to pick on, you got all these different profiles that you can set up on your own. So I've got it set up on PP1. So let's just kind of go through the settings. These are settings that I found online. They work really well. I checked it out with Seth, my teacher. So right quickly, black level 0, S-log, gamma is S-log 2. Black gamma is range is narrow, level -7. Knee is auto. Color mode is S-gamut3.cine. Saturation is 0. Color phase is -2. Color depth is RGB CMY is all +6. So you set those at that. And then detail is -6. Now that sets you up. It's kind of like shooting RAW versus JPEG. What it does is it just captures all the detail. It doesn't throw out detail in the blacks or the whites, okay? And so that way you can kind of bring them back in computer. Now, the other setting that you want to do is you want to go to camera 2, and the first page, exposure mode, put it on full manual so your settings aren't changing while you're filming. And then file format, you're going to do AVCS 4K. That's the highest 4K setting, highest quality setting that you can have. It's really important to shoot 4K. That's what everybody wants. Now, in the record setting, you got one of two. You could start out with 24p at 100, and that's high quality 24 frames a second. And then there's high quality 30 frames per second at 100M. So there are reasons to do either one. 24p is probably the best. Now, what you're always going to want to do when you're filming is if I'm at 24p, I want to be double. I want to be double the 24 at a 50th of a second. If you don't do that on a mirrorless camera like this, it's going to look really funky. And so then also when you're in log, you can't go below ISO 800. That's okay. So, basically the control that you have is your aperture. Everything else kind of just needs to be locked down. So like in this setting here, I'm going to be here, and you might really want to get your histogram up too and watch that. Make sure you're not blowing out the highlights, and we'll get on with Seth and we'll talk about that. But those are the important things to remember. Now, when you're shooting with your iPhone, a lot of times you just put it up, it looks great, and I wouldn't worry about all that. But when you get in with one of these, you're going to kind of want to be real strenuous, real serious about these settings. And I can show you some examples of when people don't use these settings. It just looks funky, and customers just don't buy it. So anyway, that's kind of a primer to start with, and we'll get together here pretty quick and just kind of talk through some things. See you, bye.